What up, YouTube? The king's back. I've fallen off a horse. I've hit my head. I've been beheaded. And I think I died eating an egg or something in the last run. This is King of the Castle. Wah wah wee wah. My job is the king. I am trying to win. I am trying to unite you all. You are all usurpers. You're trying to kick me off the throne. You're trying to push your own political schemes and intrigue. So far, the chiefs of the north have won, and the grandees of the south have won. The barons, the counts, and the patricians have not taken a single game, and so today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a new winner. Because our three regions are the barons of the march, the counts of the east, and the patricians of the coast. Will it be red? Will it be purple? Will it be green? Find out now. Chat, if you want to play, !join. It will put you on a team. If you get put on the red team, please change your name to red. If you get put on the purple team, please change your name to purple. And this one might surprise you. If you get put on the green team, please change your name to green so we can coordinate in the chat. It makes the game a lot more fun. I promise you that. Accidental rhyme. Get in, get in, get in. And while we're joining, if you want to help support Gamers Outreach this year as they build more carts for kids in the hospital, !donate could be a fun thing. I think it's a fun thing. Get in, get in. Right now we have 50 of each. Can you see your team? I mean, you can see them on there. If your team actually does what they're told and change their color in chat, it'll work out. See? We've never done it with this few people, so this might be different. Your vote has more power today, and that's crazy. Sag on Barons, kill me now. What's wrong with being Barons? What are you talking about? Oh, also, I have rooms in Discord that might help you coordinate. What happened to the Discord VCs? They should still be there, right? Hold yourself. Hold yourself. Are they there? Yeah, they're there. King of the Castle. I see hella counts. Wow, the counts are the only people that are in their voice chat. I think the counts are going to win. Serial emote. Super Stanz ping for King of the Castle. Good idea. Good idea. Very good idea. Can I not change my name? I actually don't know how name works. I think it's just your Twitch name, right? Wait, am I Republican now? Ladies and gentlemen, let's get the game started. I am your King Stanz of the Please Let Me Win Dynasty. You are either a Baron, a Count, or a Patrician. And even if you haven't joined right now, you can join as the game goes on. Don't you worry. You have to assign yourself a role to get the channels. Oh. Yeah, and you don't have to be in the voice. You can just use text. Or just talk in chat. It's not going to bother me none. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get it going. Fred Z, thank you for the 4 months. The path to victory. Your Majesty, the first few years of your reign are the most difficult. You're new and unproven. He doesn't know that I've lived this life twice. It's like that Tom Cruise movie where he keeps Edge of Tomorrow. The nobles of the council will scheme against you, hoping to kick you off the throne and put their own puppet claimant in your place. Oh no. To defeat their schemes, you must secure an heir and prove that you're worthy of the crown by completing an ambition. My question is this. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Oh, I picked the wrong one first. Oh, that's frustrating. I should have let you pick first. Camera top right? Yeah, camera top right for sure. I've boomed myself. Oh, sheesh. I want to do some fan art, but what do you want to be in? Medieval, Star Wars, The Boys, or Chad? Medieval, because we've been playing this game for sure. Barons have the highest stats. Do they? 11, 16, 21, 10, 16, 22, 23. Oh, Barons have way more, yeah. Oh, OP actually, now that I think about it. I would like to be remembered as... Shit. The architect of a new golden age. A lofty goal indeed. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall trade as much as possible. We all love trade, chat. Let's get those numbers pumped. Once you have an heir, I'll return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Oh, yeah, maybe some loyalists, chat. Let's do a coronation. Rigged for green? Green, maybe you want to work together. Maybe you and me, we just kind of like raise the trade, you know? A rising tide lifts all ships. Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Shouldn't I be giving the orders now? Of course, Your Majesty. But to delay any longer would make the nobles, let's just say, restless. And when nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back. Very well then, what must I do? As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Let's get this over with then. Shall we call the nobles in? Yes. All right, chat. We've got a couple options. We can host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine. Takes my money, raises stability. We can force the commoners to swear a blood oath, raises authority, lowers stability. Throw the king in the river, raises stability, lowers authority. Or troops shall bear the king through the streets atop a shield. Lowers authority and raises military. You think it's an easy C vote? Who knows? Who knows? His face a little too big? There you go. You should see them all now. C, easy choice. I'll let you pick. I have no need to veto here. I think let the people vote. As king, I want everyone to have a voice in my kingdom, and that's why I hope you'll all vote with me in the next vote, you know? Get your votes in, chat. A lot of people want to throw me in the river, but what they don't know is this is a classic, what do you call it when people do things every year? It's a theory, a game theory. I feel like I actually popped a blood vessel in my brain this week. I've never felt tradition, thank you. I've never felt stupider than I felt this week, not remembering the word tradition. Voting is closed. All right, throw me in the river. I love it. Hey, we're all friends now. Authority is dubious, stability is civil. Let me get changed out of my nice robes. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Treadwater River, hurling you into the shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up the banks, soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places the crown upon your head. Is it your imagination, or are some of the nobles stifling giggles? Council introduction. Now that you're the king, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Your nobles hail from all across the kingdom, the desolate east, the wealthy coast, and of course, the bleak march. Let's introduce myself to the Counts of the East. An honor to finally make your acquaintance, Your Grace. May you escape the doom that befell your predecessor. How about the patricians of the coast? A pleasure, Your August Majesty. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. Hey, you and me both, Tim Be Cool. You and me both. Hail and well met, Your Majesty. Ooh, it's Yeti. Under your leadership, we'll whip the kingdom into shape. We look like brothers with our orange hair. Look at us. And with that, introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. You sigh and sit back. Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. Easy Clappington, the season is over. Time for you to pick your scheme. When have the barons of the march backed down from a fight? Never. I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful king, on the throne. What scheme should barons pursue? You can lowest defiance, raise others' defiance, or lower stability. Now, here is the deal. If you pick A, barons, let's just say I've got maybe some help for you later. Get your votes in 8 seconds. Barons, you got to get your votes in. Barons, you're voting right now. Barons, your civic duty. Keep the old defiance low. Let's go to 0. Let's just go to 0, barons. You and me both. Der Pickles, thank you for the 4 months. Barons or Stanz simps? Rise up, brother. Rise up. Oh, is my face cut off by this thing? There we go. Thank you. Red wave. Okay, let's be careful. let's not say things we don't mean. Ooh. The barons plan to swap the real king for a perfect doppelganger. First, they must gain the trust of the spy master. To advance their scheme, the barons must be the region with the lowest defiance in 2 seasons. Fair enough. Plenty of time, Red. Plenty of time. My fellow counts, in ancient times, the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false king Stanz wears the crown. All right. Do you want to lower stability, lower own faith, lower own defiance, and you can fight with Red? Imagine. Imagine you go C and maybe I help you, Purple. I would be willing to help you with your goal, if your goal is C, that is. These petty squabbles work for me. Yes, yes. Stay loyal to the throne. Oh my god, looking at all the purples vote in unison is so sick in chat. Counts can't even get their own scheme, losers. Voting is closed. Their goal is to lower their defiance. Wow, what if everyone just lowers their defiance and we have a peaceful kingdom, you know? The counts plan to summon a demon to possess the king, putting him totally under their control. First, they must lull the king into a false sense of security. Your Nightbot is still telling us to vote for you in the streamer awards. Is Weird Ari here? Weird Ari, you wanna help me out with that? Queen. Oh, also, are we playing King of the Castle? I have done nothing today. To advance their scheme, the counts must lower their defense to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Oh, actually, that makes them fight each other because they've already hit. That means people need to raise Purple's defiance, which is kind of bad for me now that I think about it. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of King Stanz. Something must be done. What scheme should the patricians pursue? Should they raise their own trade, lower the treasury, or lower authority? Pick A. Pick A and I will actually help you because that's my dream. Okay, the other ones maybe I wouldn't help with. I want A to happen. A is so good for me, chat. It's a fucking win-win together. This kingdom's actually working. This kingdom is building back better, so to speak. Oh, perfect unison? No, I didn't lie, but like there's some things that are more true than other things. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Actually, green's gonna sweep this game if they're going perfect unity. I'm feeling bad to be a purple or a red. The patricians plan to privatize this entire damn kingdom. First, they must build up their industry. To advance their scheme, the patricians must raise their trade to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Oh, okay. Well, they've already done that. Okay, interesting. I cannot stop them. Your Majesty, these upstarts are saying they have a right to your throne. No doubt the nobles are already scheming to crown their region's preferred claimant. Okay, yeah, everyone's literally feeling very good about it. I mean, I wouldn't say green's winning because purple also has a check mark and red also has a check mark. So the best for red would be raising purple's defiance. The best for purple and red would be lowering trade. There's a couple things that could go on. There's a couple things. Let's check. Oh my god, revenge? A fishy wedding? Please. Your Majesty, the Archduke of Sal has invited you to his forthcoming wedding. Your attendance would help shore up relations between our 2 great nations. I'm gonna rizz this fish up. By all that glitters, great nation, the Isle of Sal is nothing more than a nest of pirates and cutthroats. And I heard it isn't a proper marriage anyway. The Archduke is marrying a fish. The groom is a fin folk, one of the denizens of the sea. Perfectly sapient and actually amphibious. Well, the church doesn't agree with a man marrying a fish. We mustn't legitimize this farce by allowing the king to attend. All right, here's our first meaningful vote. Do we want A, of course the king should attend the wedding, B, the king will not attend but will send his warm regards, or C, condemn the wedding and sever diplomatic ties with the Isle of Sal? Ah, maybe A? Maybe A for the people? You should be able to join. Exclamation point join and then a pronoun. Let's get our votes in. I actually don't know what everyone wants. I think A is kind of hype. Oh my god, green is a voting block, but they're going up against a merge of red or purple. I'm not sure if red or purple want A or they want C. Interesting. C is getting through. This is what happens when you vote together. Defiance will be lowered. It feels weird because everyone is hitting their first check mark. I feel like I'm going to get screwed this game. Your Majesty, I must protest in the strongest terms. Quite apart from being simply rude, this will inflame tensions between... Quiet, you! The council has spoken. You send an angry letter to the Archduke of Saul, decrying the marriage as blasphemous and icky. The patricians are happy with your firm stance, and the church sings your praises. Defiance is now loyal. Oh, that scammed Red. Wait, did Red just vote for something that hurt them? Red? Red? Faith is now devout. Okay, hype. I thought that would lower Red Defiance. Ah, it's in the green territory, so it lowered green. That's fair. Hey, it happens. We're learning about this game, you know? Let's do an invitation from the counts. I voted A so you could fuck the fish. Without a word, Count Undead Matrix hands you a blood-red envelope. It is sealed with white wax in the shape of a skull. Inside is a beautifully written invitation to an event called the Crimson Vigil, due to take place on an autumn night later in the year. Oh, wait, I can raise Purple's Defiance. I'm afraid I'll be a little bit busy. You have made your choice. I can't say I'm not disappointed. Okay, what do we need to get that to? 4? How can we... My job as the king is just to keep the game going. Just to keep the game going. Get wrecked. That's fair. It's not a backstabber. I want the game to go long so everyone has a chance to play. Don't you think that's just fun for everyone? Now that you're king, you need personal protection. Why, I could plunge my sword right into your heart, could I not? I'd like to see you try. Is it your imagination, or does your marshal stifle a wry chuckle? In any case, she quickly hides it. You need an honor guard to keep you safe from such dangers. Your Majesty, unfortunately, this is a political decision. What are my options? Each region offers a selection of elite guards, the counts with Knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose, the patrician with champion gladiators from the arena, and the barons offer a squad of battle-hardened veteran soldiers. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries and they'd be loyal to coin above all. Tell me about the Eastern Knights. The Order of the Drowned Rose are highly respectable. They'll understand palace etiquette, but it's been years since they fought an actual battle. They mostly write poems these days. How about the Coastal Gladiators? A gang of low-born crooks who have turned themselves into celebrities through their skill at chopping other people to bits. They're vain and selfish. Their skill in battle is undeniable, but can you trust them? How about the Veterans of the March? These soldiers have fought more battles than they've had hot dinners. They'll be uncouth, no doubt, and won't adapt well to life in the palace, but they're loyal and tough as nails. I would like to go with... my best friends in the world... the Coastal Gladiators! Let's go! Pog you! Pog you! I think that's good, right? I think that's good for everyone. We're happy that that happened. The gladiators arrive a few weeks later. The men are bare-chested and the women underdressed, eager to show off their bodies as much as their weaponry. They gather behind your throne and begin oiling themselves up. Dude, this is lit. This is the kind of court that I want in my kingdom. And my fish. Okay, easy season. All we need to do is get both barons and counts to 4, and then, hey, there's no chance. I'm not cringing you. I betrayed no one. Look, you'll get your chance right here. You'll get your chance right here. Let's start the auction. Only the top 2 things get funded. Everyone in the game has 1,000 gold, ladies and gentlemen. Get your votes in. It'd be kind of cute to, I don't know, raise authority, raise stability, Raise trade. I feel like, did they patch this game? I feel like everything is actually so good for the king lately. Stan's basically playing as a patrician. I am playing as a king who would like to unite the kingdom. How about that? Did you ever think about the chance of running a nice, well-oiled kingdom? We're going to be a Nordic country by the end of this. All right, trade is going to go up and farming is going to go down. Interesting, farming going down, huh? Oh, wait, are you guys funding? Are people funding the negative counts one? That's actually so funny. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of money saving. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of money saving over here. Ladies and gentlemen, trade is booming. And farming, should I call it farting? That's the... this has been the worst week of Twitch streams in my life. I haven't said a single funny thing all week. Yeah, I know. I'm with you. I'm absolutely with you. I need help. I need help. Why did Purple fund that? I think other teams funded it. I don't think Purple funded it. Oh, wait, Kavinsky did? Wait, never mind. You have a double agent. Green sweep? Yeah, maybe I'll actually choose a green wife. What if me and the greens just unite? All right, first things first, let's check out the crystal pox. Now, this will affect red, just so you all know. Hey, it's Dominic K. Your Majesty, I bring bad news. An outbreak of crystal pox is ravaging the march. Crystal pox? What's that? A most terrible disease, my liege. It begins with a rash of boils, which slowly and painfully crystallize until the poor victim is sparkling like a diamond. Eventually, the sufferer becomes a crystalline statue, a painful but admittedly glamorous way to go. How many dead? Whole villages have succumbed. The disease is terribly virulent. Your Majesty, if I may make a suggestion? Victims of crystal pox are only infectious at the boil stage. Once they are fully covered in crystals, they no longer spread the disease. Indeed, the pox crystals can be harvested and used in jewelry. If we allowed the pox to spread, we could make money in the march. By the 9th woman, that is heartless, even for you. The only way to fight the pox is to close the roads and shut down all trade until the wave subsides. Is that what you want? For the march to lose money? Oh, no. Oh my God, what? I've never seen that many arrows. We can make $3,500 right now? Holy shit. Wait, A is goated. Wait. A is full-on fucking goaty scroty green. We love it. Hold. Huh. What's the option if you don't do A? Because as king, I got a little bit of a pocket veto right here. We could... I don't want trade lowered. I also don't want authority lowered. Farming, I don't care about. What is this one? This is trade increased. I think A and B are pretty hype for me. But this one gives me money. Ooh. The thing about red and yellow is they're gonna vote C. So I have to veto it to give myself a chance in this world. I think it's my best bet to do that. Or is it? Because wait, if they go, I either get money or I get honeys, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? I actually don't. Oh, I get trade. I get money or I get trade. I'm vetoing C. I'm vetoing C straight up. It makes sense. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. Get in. Grim Stevie, thank you for the 3 years of subs. Kazikes, thank you for the 13 months. And thank you everyone who has donated to Gamers Outreach. Okay, B is fine. Hey, B is fine. It's gonna take a hit, but trade goes up. And I think that's good for me and green. Now, here's the deal. We can let green get an early lead, red and purple. We'll just shut him off at the end. We'll just shut him out. I wouldn't worry if I was you. My goal is to prolong the game. Patricians help out our great king. B is the worst option. Trade goes up. Trade goes up, baby. Give us life. Oh, we'll see what the wife options are. I think I will give green wife based on defiance being my goal. The council dithers and delays and does nothing, and the crystal pox spreads like wildfire across the marsh. Farms lie fallow, soldiers die in droves, peasants turn away from a god that abandoned them. I actually don't love that, because I like when your stats are high, it helps me get the roll. Stability goes down. Ah, but trade goes up. And some barons' wealth went up. So you guys have money now. Look it. The top one was only my money. The middle one was Red's money. So Reds now can build whatever building they want, basically, if they work together. Let's check out a Salish privateer. Yo, I made money by selling my child's pox. Your Serene Highness, it's terrible. Pirates have been going after all our merchant vessels. I'm nearly bankrupt. Oh, J-Mod got fucked. These are typical Salish tactics, Your Majesty. The Archduke was infuriated by your response to his wedding, and he's getting revenge the only way he knows how. Piracy. Unfortunately, that's only speculation. We have no concrete evidence that these are Salish ships. Oh, then what must we do? What must we do? Okay, wow. This is brutal. This is tough. Oh, D kind of nice with it. C kind of nice with it. A could be good. A could be good. B could be good. Hey, what are you going to do? I might miss the roll if you vote C. It's been a thing. I've won one roll, I think, in my entire life. But if I hit the roll, it's going to be pretty pog. That's the thing about us. Oh, wow. Purples are voting as a block. Red's kind of spread. Green's kind of spread as well. Interesting. A waterfall. I feel pretty bad about this one. I will say that. But if it's only lowering Green's trade, it could be Pog, because we've already raised Red's trade. So basically 1,200 gold. I don't mind that. I just have to save money. Your August Majesty, this tit for tat has left our trade routes in Saul's equally devastated. The Republic of Kurth is very happy with the situation. Enough is enough. Can we make peace with Saul before I'm begging in the streets? 2? It was a 2 down? Holy shit. Okay. What do I want to do? I can raise Defiance and raise Authority. Or I can gain Wealth. Wealth is your money. Raise Trade and lower Authority. I don't need to raise your trade. I will never back down. That's okay. I'll never back down. That's just how I live. You want trade? I got trade. Trade's good. Trade is booming. 18 trade? Are you kidding me? That's good shit. Now, don't you worry, Greens, because I got a feeling I'm going to find your ladies, shall I say, appetizing. In the twisty passages of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, the nobles, even the spy master. But there's one person you can't avoid. Your mother. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year. I've been busy. You'd better find the time. Don't worry, I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What's your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? I'll take anything. Excellent. I just want love, chat. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Fish. Can I get fish, please? All right, season is over. Wait, purple and green hit? Is that true? Deep in the hunting forest of the march, Baroness Cynthioa has gone boar hunting with a few of her close friends. Fate is against us, friend. We failed to win the spy master's trust, and she still watches us with an eagle eye. How goes the search for the look-alike? Not well. I'm still looking. The best I've found is a peasant with the wrong-shaped nose, the wrong-colored eyes, and a wooden leg. Don't let that discourage you. Keep searching. Our doppelganger is out there. I'm sure of it. The Baron's aim is to be the region with the lowest defiance. Hidden in a labyrinth beneath an eastern castle, a pair of counts meet to speak of their schemes against the king. The Chancellor sent me a fruit basket last week to thank us for our efforts in helping the crown. It's working. Our reputation is secure. Our problem now is the Archbishop. His beady little eyes will be focused on us if we're not careful. You must evade him at all costs. For the next stage of the scheme, the counts must lower their faith to 4 or less in 4 seasons. Chat, we got to stop them. We must give them faith. They've already hit twice. Everyone team up on purple. It's an easy peasy purple team up. Oh, interesting. Defiance. The patricians find a reef of pearl-bearing clams, making 500 wealth. I think I might need to tax purple. Unless... Now this is gonna be crazy. Chat, this... this is gonna be loco. But I think there's a world where red made some money off the pox. They made their money off the pox, and I need to get a little cut of that squeeze, you know what I'm saying? Keep their defiance a little higher, and then we keep the game rolling. I think we do. I'm not a tyrant. I'm just, fair is fair. Fair is fair. If I raise green, then red hits their goal. I'm not trying to do that. No, I'm not trying to do that. It doesn't make sense to me. You made us sick. Why do we deserve this? Ugh. All right, let's go to red. Let's go to red and see what they're talking about over here. Your Majesty, it's our honor to invite you to the Lord's Hunt next year. The hunt will be taking place in late spring, so keep your schedule clear. What's the Lord's Hunt? Only the most important event in the March's social calendar. All the barons embark on a marvelous 2-week hunting trip. To refuse our invitation would be to dishonor your Majesty. Come along, bring your whole retinue. You might bag a big one, I don't need to increase their defiance anymore because they might actually kill me in my sleep. Let's just say that we look forward to it. Of course, why wouldn't you? We'll kick the can down the road. We're just going to kick the can down the road. Maybe we'll go, maybe... Pox in the capital! No. Your Majesty, the crystal pox has spread from the march to the capital itself. Hundreds of our citizens have succumbed. Our streets are covered in the glittering statues of the afflicted. Ah, shit. Stability is down. Oh no, how did this happen? Well, Your Majesty, a swift quarantine to the march may have prevented this, but the council declined to take action. In any case, a rumor is spread among the peasants. They believe the only cure for the crystal pox is the king's touch. Well, that won't be happening. In your shoes, I'd say the same. But Your Majesty, the common folk are absolutely convinced. If you don't heal a few of them, they may storm the palace just to get their hands on you. Or rather, your hands on them. I hate this. I feel like all the dialogue in this is exactly what Nathan Stanz the human being would say. I suggest we look to the council for guidance. Shit, wait, 95% chance? I'll take that. Wait, I'll take that. Okay, I'm gonna vote the negative treasury because we can't have that. We can't triple the security. We can't afford it. You will either give me money or we take a roll. And I think we take the A roll, chat. I think we do it. Ladies and gentlemen, A roll. Vote A, vote A, vote A. Defective crab, what are you doing to me? Or D, maybe. Imagine. There we go. Purple. My purple people. Now, purple, you like faith. And what makes you believe in faith more than miracles? I'm talking laying hands on these people. And if you don't vote A, you'll catch these hands. Voting is closed. Please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die. The Palace Watch brings a small number of carefully vetted peasants into the palace. Each of them has a solid character reference and an appropriately tragic backstory. Orphans, widows, etc. Challenge succeeded. Thank ye kindly for this, Your Majesty. They are pitiable to behold, each encrusted with oozing boils and crystalline growths. You pass down the line, touching them solemnly on the forehead, and then they are ushered out of the palace. Turns out you can't really cure it. The crystal pox continues to ravage the capital, but the legend of your personal intervention spreads far and wide. Soon, half the kingdom believes in your healing touch. That is authority. If anyone else wants to be touched by me, okay, well, as a streamer, I probably shouldn't say things like that. Then don't come a knocking. Wait, treasury goes up to 32 hundo? Yo! Let's fucking go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. I'm rich. I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young candidate from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Okay. There could be a world where I pick purple here. Shit. Yes, I know. Let's meet these eligible candidates. I think there's almost no world where I pick red, I'll tell you that much. But picking purple might give red the advantage. This is Valentine, the eldest son of the Eastern Putero dynasty. I'm not sure why the artist made him look so severe. Just a trick of the light, perhaps. He's lost half the family fortune in the gambling halls, unfortunately, which is curious because he's obsessed with his family's legacy. Don't see what all the fuss is about. From the coast, we have Herona, the wealthy heir to Lord Patrician Simon Bolivar II's estate. They've got a reputation for honesty and fair-mindedness. That's rare along the coast. They're also an obsessive collector of rare books. They'll splash out thousands for the right edition. They're an absolute fountain of energy. No one can keep up with them. Okay. I like the sound of them. And finally, we have the Marches offering. Joanna, scion of the prestigious Wyvern Sheep bloodline. A gloomy woman, prone to sudden floods of tears. Naturally, the other barons despise her for showing such weakness. Like most of the barons, her great passion is hunting. No beast is safe from a crossbow, and nor is she, actually. She walks with a limp ever since she shot herself in the shin trying to hit a ferret. Meh. Okay. Here's the deal. Are you gonna rebel? If you rebel, you put it in the hands of the spoiler to pick a winner. It is in no one's best interest to rebel. Am I right, chat? But I could ensure no rebellion. Oh, fuck. Yeah, we will rebel. Your military's only 4? Here's the deal. There's a lot of people out there, chat, that don't believe in gay marriage. There's people out there that don't support the LGBTQ agenda. And to show that I am full on an ally here, I am going to marry the love of my life, Valentine, the bald beauty. I hope that was okay. Okay, we're rebelling. Yes, that's what I'm saying. And if you're not happy with that, well, let's just say you don't support the LGBTQ. Revenge is coming? No, you're still happy, patricians. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Blood for the blood god. That's purple's goal. Blood for the blood god. And I think purple actually... No, they have 4. I think the patricians hit right now. The T in LGBTQ stands for trade. All right, what law should I do? Plus 500. Oh, the gamble's tough. Stop the count is good. If nobles vote for the monarch's choice, they gain 500 personal wealth. We're going to adopt that. Chat, if you want to get rich off my teat, then vote with me. That's all I ask. We all make money together. The Lord's Hunt. Maybe I can be nice to... You know what? I'm willing to be nice to you. Let's go on a hunt with the people. After several days riding along muddy roads, you've arrived in the march for the Lord's Hunt. What weapon did you bring? A crossbow. And what animals did you bring to help you catch your prey? A pack of well-trained hounds. Ah, your majesty, pleased you could make it. I see you brought a crossbow. Don't like getting up close and personal, eh? And a pack of hounds. Excellent, excellent. These woods are teeming with game, your majesty. As the king, it's up to you what we hunt. I would like to hunt the white hart. Are you sure, your majesty? The white hart is said to live in these woods, but it's a rare and elusive beast. They say it's nearly impossible to catch. We go for it. There's no shame in ambition, your majesty. Mistmerk lifts a horn to their lips and blows, producing a sound that scares the birds from the surrounding trees. Let the lord's hunt commence! You spur your horse on through the undergrowth, your finger resting on the trigger of your crossbow. A pack of baying hounds stream ahead of you. You ride on and on through the wilderness, searching for a flash of white between the trees, but none is forthcoming. That day, you go home disappointed. Do not be dispirited, your majesty. We will try again tomorrow. But the next day, you're unlucky again. On the third day, you rise and sally out into the woods. This is your last chance to catch the elusive beast. Tomorrow, you must return to the capital. Ladies and gentlemen, a 15% chance, and we're gonna hit. The sun gets low in the sky. Once again, the legendary White Hart has not made an appearance. Never mind, your majesty. It has been many decades since a white hart was caught in these woods. At least no one can fault your ambition. The next day, you begin the long ride back to the capital. The Lord's hunt was a wash, but the barons don't resent you for it. That's the fickle nature of any hunt, they tell you. Wait. They loved my ambition. Nothing happened. Wait, nothing happening is the greatest thing that could happen in this game. That's so pog. Let's go. The Gossamer Shield. Your majesty, heed my plea. The great tragedy of our time has befallen the East. A demon's hatched from the ground? Worse even than that, I fear. An order of once great knights has fallen into disrepute. It's the order of the Gossamer Shield, your grace. They were once the greatest of the knightly orders to serve the counts. Their virtues were extolled by bards across the land. Tales that would make a troll weep. But they've been brought low. They're working as glorified bounty hunters for the March Patui. This is a stain on the honor of the East. Nonsense. Our military has suffered some setbacks recently, so we hired Gossamer Security to keep order. For a pretty penny, I might add. Ooh, the March's military goes up, but their wealth is decreased. Interesting. Gossamer Security has been solving the problems we want solved and kicking the buttocks we want kicked. Is this like a capitalism one? How come I couldn't vote? We love private military. Blood and stars, Gossamer Security? How has it come to this? These are knights, not mercenaries, and they need a reminding of a little thing called chivalry. Oh, this is Dosno. Very cool. Please, your grace, I beg the council to be reasonable. Oh my god. Recall the order and restore its courtly dignity. That's gonna change some shit up. That's gonna piss off Reds. We don't want to piss off Reds, right, Reds? We can invest in Gossamer Security to protect the March. We can up trade, and they will be... Oh, we want B. I'm down to spend some money on B. We can do C, which is also fine with me. Or we could ignore up defiance, up military, lower authority. I think we want B 100%. This lowers your defiance, Red, and it raises Purple's defiance. Red, this is the only way you can get your fucking scheme done. Am I crazy? And I think Green should be involved because it ups trade. Green. Green? It's not our trade. You want all trade up. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not liking the things I'm hearing. I'm not liking the things I'm hearing, so I'm going to vote D. Red, you had a chance. Red, you had a chance. You're scheming against me. I don't want D. D is the worst for me. I hate you. So now, B, you get it, right? You want to lower your defiance. It's good for you. What? Greens and purples? What are you thinking? Wait, red? Red? Red, you're absurd. All right. I'll take the hit to treasury, and I'll take the gain to authority. That is a perfectly fine outcome for me, ladies and germs. No rebellion here. Should the Gossamer Shields have been recalled or something? When they arrive in the palace, the Knights of the Gossamer Shield turn out to be petty, argumentative, and ruthless, worlds away from Count Dosno's romantic vision. But they are very, very efficient. On their first day, they catch a thief sneaking into your kitchens, and they beat him to a pulp. My authority knows no bounds. As for your honor guard, they and the order get on well. Certainly they all have very high opinions of themselves. Okay. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. No rebellion here. The royal wedding. Perfect. Yes, my husband and my king. Your wedding to Valentine is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Valentine at your side. Do you take this man as your lawfully wedded husband? Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. I think I do, but what if I didn't? I think I do. I'm down. Let's give me some authority, give me some stability. I want to rule this kingdom. Then I pronounce you king and husband. After the wedding, oh, everyone loved that. That's Pog. Of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new husband, Valentine, only dances with obvious reluctance. He hates me. He hates me. Stability is stable. Authority is iron-fisted. Defiance is now cordial. Defiance is now loyal. And defiance is now grumbling. I'm the gayest king you've ever had, chat, and I love it. By the time you find yourself alone with Valentine, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired. Neither of us asked for this union, but I assure you, it can blossom into something mutual. Agreed. Excellent. I hope this alliance proves most fruitful indeed. You head to your separate bedchambers. Perhaps you'll draw closer in time. Why are you allying with Purple? Purple's winning. You should want to cut Purple down. You head to your separate bedchambers. Perhaps you'll draw closer in time, but for now, your husband is happy to keep you at arm's length. Interesting. I should have said no. No, that was great for me. I'm happy as hell. My authority knows no bounds. Marrying one of them is fine. It's Weird Ari. In a dingy seaside tavern, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. The coastal economy is strong. What do we do with all this coin? Time to start buying things, my friend. Lands, roads, bridges. We'll buy up the whole kingdom, piece by piece. But first, the king must be in desperate need of our gold. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. Okay, Red, let me help you with this. I'm gonna show you something. Your goal should be to fuck over whichever one of them is easiest fuck overable. Green will ally with you to fuck over purple. Purple will ally with you to fuck over green. You are the swing vote and you have all of the power. You have it all. If we rebel and neither of them can get your goals, your military is nowhere near strong enough because purple would help me. Purple doesn't want you to rebel. You need me. Hey, I would love to see a rebellion plot. I'm telling you, your best bet is to fuck over those two. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. We hate you. You were a brother to me, Anakin. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I have to go to the bathroom. I'm going to run a quick ad, 2 minutes, so we don't get any pre-rolls. If you want to join the fun, ! Join and write your pronouns. You have to allow the extension. If you don't want to see an ad, consider subscribing. It's free with Prime. And if you want to help kids play games when they're in the hospital, ! Donate. We're raising money for Gamers Outreach today, and we are over $700 already. That's so pog. I will be right back. Look at my kingdom. So strong. What up? Awesome. So, I gave her some rice cake and she is throwing up. Don't eat too fast. Got food from the toilet. Ma'am, seems like purple's gonna win, chat. It'd be a shame if red and green teamed up. Fuck the king, but not because he's gay/bi. We're not homophobic. We just hate his political decisions, but not his decision to marry a man. Ha 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 ha. Surely green isn't 600 from being ahead. Yeah, but they're not ahead. Purple is ahead, you know? That's all I'm saying. This is not a false narrative. The check marks are there. Ladies and gentlemen, the check marks are there. I'm not trying to bait you. They're trying to make you think that I'm baiting you. What's green's goal? To lower the treasury. So red, if you can fuck over purple while not slurping my money dry, it seems like we can do it. We can do it. You can join the call with your teammates in my Discord, which is right here. All right, let's get back to the game. Home improvements. Triple capital is crazy. Your Majesty, the Marcher farms are unfortunately running into problems. My barley's suffering and spoiling too many brews. We need funds for fertilizer. Not funds. Not funds. Depths below, is that all? Our ships are in poor condition. They're full of holes and mostly tar. We'll have pirates on our shores if it goes on like this. Complain all you want. We can't eat weaponry. Okay. Well, well, well. Here's the deal. If you don't want to help green, we have to go D. That's it. And I'll give you some financial incentive to do it. C benefits green. That's crazy. Reds, if you pick C, I actually think you're throwing. Feel free. D loses me money, but that's fine. No, you gain money because you're going to vote with me. D doesn't hurt everyone. It's a positive. You get 500 personal wealth, dude. I literally took this away, the negative. And it raises defiance for other people, which helps you. Vote however you want. But just remember, you get paid if you vote D. And the greens are saying, like, I could use 500. I could use a little gold in my pockets. Whew. That could have almost been a game ender for me. Thank God. Thank God. Holy shit. The treasurer looks relieved, but the council session ends with the nobles storming out in high dudgeon. In high dudgeon? All right. Defiance is now insolent for red. They want to rebel, so that's fine. Defiance is now aloof for green. Doesn't matter. The Baron, the noisy boy, went down to 250, but then he got it back. And then I Trouted's wealth decreased as well. Many Marcher peasants migrate to more prosperous regions in desperation, while the coast's army remains in shambles. Red wants high defiance so they can rebel, they said. But really, they just need to stop purple is the thing. Suspicious knights. You remember we hired those Eastern knights to join the Palace Watch? The Order of the Cobweb Seal or whatever? Something's up. They're flashing far too much cash, considering what we pay them. One of them has bought their horse a full set of gold teeth. That's cool. They're vain and conceited. Why, one of them claims she could beat me in the arena if we fought. The nerve. As you see, they're not fitting in. But they are doing a great job keeping order in the city, and they're asking for their own barracks to keep them separate from the rabble. Oh, how delightful. That sounds like a good way to honor our fine order. Oh, mamma mia. Mamma mia. I think we refuse to coddle them. Raises their defiance, lowers my authority, helps you guys rebel. You could also... Red does not want to lower. What could we do here? Investigate them? I'm down to investigate them if that's what you want. I'm also down for B if that's what you want. No, I'm not voting A. Red is not done. Red's not going to go A. You're crazy if you think that. Red's going to go B or C. And so it really depends on what purple's going to do. Purple, what are you thinking? Red vote D? No. D helps red? Lower? No. No. I don't think it does. This lowers the defiance of purple. You're memeing. You're lying to red. This lowers the defiance of purple. Yeah, you guys. I just want to make sure you guys aren't getting fucking gaslit over here. See, we have nothing to hide. All right, let's start the vote. Let's see what happens. You just want to murder me in game? Interesting. Purple, where are you going? All right, purple votes with red. We got a voting block here. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a voting block here. Defiance will be swapped, authority dropping, and that's okay with me. I feel like I'm getting the god run for king right now. Oh, green, D, ambitious. They just want to show what they wanted. Voting is closed. Should the Gossamer Shield Knights be given special treatment? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think no. The Knights of the Gossamer Shield quit the Palace Watch and storm off back to the east, leaving the Royal Palace with less protection. The Counts are quick to see the whole thing as a grave insult. Okay. Still, the other nobles are pleased that you avoided favoritism toward the Knights, and business around the palace is much calmer without their bullying and posturing. Less protection, nice. All right, I can see that you want to rebel. That's a thing that happens. The council session is ended for the day, so you're quite surprised when Baron DeBoss Wade corners you in a back passage of your castle just before dusk. Hail, my liege! Apologies for surprising you like this, but I have an urgent matter that I thought you'd want to hear in private before I go to the council. Your husband, the king consort, how can I put this? He owes me a lot of money. Gambling debts mainly. He borrowed quite a lot from me to recover some lost funds, but now it's time to collect, and he's been avoiding me. Oh, interesting. I am not going to give him the money, that's for sure. I'm just going to not help you. That's unfortunate, my liege. Still, I thank you for your time. He scurries away into the darkness. During council's next session, Baron DeBoss Wade levels the same accusation against Valentine, only this time in public. At this stage, you're powerless to step in. A council vote will determine Valentine's fate. We can force the treasury to pay for the king consort's debts. We can forgive Valentine's debts and force Baron DeBoss Wade to absorb the losses. Or we can force the other counts to cover the debts. And I'm just going to say that A literally loses me the game. That's not happening. You guys can vote for whatever you want. A is not happening. The problem with your goal being to lower treasury is if my treasury goes 0, I lose. So it's like, it behooves me to really focus on that goal. A little bit of wealth trade. This wealth would go to red. And raise... And this would raise purple's defiance? Isn't that goated for me? Am I smoking reefer? Voting is closed. Force the other counts to cover the king consort's debts. Oh, no, sorry, the opposite. Red goes up. No, purple goes up. Interesting. Oh, yeah. I don't know why purple voted that, but honestly, power to him. If green can just raise the... Sorry, if red can just raise the defiance of green, they're there. But this faith issue, it's an issue. The P in purple stands for poor. Valentine awkwardly avoids your gaze as Baron DeBoss Wade starts to count out his coin. You haven't already lost. Chat, the team that's in last has won almost every game. You guys need to stop being piss babies and play the game. If your goal is to rebel, that's fine, but don't mope. Nobles use their personal wealth. All right, what can you do? You can raise faith. You can lower purple's faith to stop them. Ladies and gentlemen, I would suggest funding the observatory, but do whatever you want. I think there's a world where you can lower... Wait, they want to lower faith? Oh, wait, am I dumb? Don't vote for that. Don't vote for that. I lied. Oh, am I throwing? I thought they needed high faith. I can't actually remember. Damn, a good way to actually strategize in this game would be to sow that. Be like, no, we want low. No, we want high. Very difficult. Very cheap to get a second building, my friends. Yeah. Ah, lowering authority. I respect it. Do they want low faith? They do want low faith. Okay, yeah, never mind. They do want low faith. I'll give them that. Because their whole goal was to summon a demon, right? now that I'm thinking about it, a demon would require probably low faith in the state religion, high faith in the other religion. They're rich. Yeah, they spent a lot of money on it, though, if that makes you feel any better. I actually feel like I have the best chance to win now compared to before. About your heir. Your marriage to Valentine has grown stale. Oh, you get along well enough, and you've made some good memories together, but there's no spark. He cares more about his stupid card games than your happiness, but spark or no spark, you still need an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. I'm very happy, thank you. Your happiness isn't as important as fulfilling your duty to the kingdom, but I'm glad you found a way to have both. You've done well so far, but something's still missing, an heir. You need someone young, whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins. My husband and I will have a child together, that's tough. I'll make my youngest cousin my heir. I think. Of course, an entirely sensible idea. I'll make arrangements at once. Classic bastard scheme. How about a vanity project, chat? The chief architect bustles into your office carrying an armful of parchment. Statues can be torn down. Paintings can be burned. Don't you think it's time you left a lasting mark on this kingdom? I propose we carve your majesty's visage into the side of a mountain. It'll take dozens of artisans, thousands of hours, but will ensure you're always remembered. That does sound pleasing. I'm so glad you think so, your majesty. It'll be the talk of the kingdom and beyond. You call a vote to discuss this outrageous plan. A mountainside carved in your likeness will surely get people talking, but it'll take time and a lot of gold. All right, we cannot spend a lot of gold, actually, now that I think about it. Let's make the nobles fund it. Chat, imagine. Treasury's too low for this one. I think I'll veto this one. You can up trade or you can up defiance. That's your options. I'm not going to 100 gold, chat. That's how I lose the game. It'd be crazy for me to go to 100 gold. Let's keep trade high, you know? Feels good, man. Everyone loves it. Beautiful. Going D is such a throw. You think? Voting is closed. We will not be building Mount Stanz more. When the results of the vote are announced, the chief architect sighs in disappointment. Oh well, I suppose I'll have to focus my work elsewhere. He decides to train up enterprising architects and builders across the kingdom, sharing his knowledge. Many of the nobles make use of this new expertise to renovate their estates. Trade is now wealthy. Trade is now dominant. Trade is now dynamic. Wow, red being the trade kings? Wow, they have a crown? What does a crown mean? That's kind of hype. Are they going to be the new kings? A terrible secret. Your Majesty, I bring urgent news. The counts are deliberately eroding the power of the church in the east. I feared the church was in trouble. We have been in decline, alas, and now we know why, which is the worst part of all. The counts are planning to hollow your mind and summon a demon to fill the void and take possession. By the time they are finished, you'll be nothing but a shell. The demon will take over body and soul. By the ninth god! My thoughts exactly, Your Majesty. We must bring this sacrilege to the council's attention. Okay, what can we do here? We can up faith, which we would love to do. It also raises defiance, which you would love to do. This seems like an easy one. Have the king bathed in holy water twice a day. Or we can delay their scheme. Honestly, both of these are good as fuck. I wonder if this is going to raise the faith enough. I don't know. I'll let the people do their thing. I'll let the people do their thing. Vote with your heart. No vetoes. I believe in democracy. You know what I'm saying? The counts are hardly a threat. Leave them to their business. All counts. That's just what we call thematic voting, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We will raise the faith, lower authority, raise defense. Okay. What is that? How much? How much, though? Faith did not get raised enough. We need more faith. It's still irrelevant. Ay, ay, ay. All across the kingdom, priests deliver impassioned sermons on the dangers of the seventh god's agents. More and more citizens flock to the church, and peasants place holy symbols in windows to protect their homes from demonic influence. Demon time. Ah. Look at, all you need is 2 lower defiance, and you can get there. Or you can rebel. I'm down with a rebellion if that's what you want. If that's what you want, I will live with it. I would like to help you. Inviting a demon. A count rides to a remote, unremarkable spot of moorland. Soon, another joins them. I want your head on a pike. The church is scrambling for power. The High Inquisitor is losing her grip on the populace. Most pleasing. Then we can make our move unseen. We must invite a demon to possess the king. The ancient books describe 2 demons, each attracted to different aspects of a human mind. Ah, you either, there's the Cockroach Queen, Rakamasa, where you want to raise authority, or the Duke of Greed, raise the treasury. Oh, interesting. Both of those are good for me. I feel like they patched the game to make it better for the king. My last 2 runs were, I swear, impossible. Get your votes in, purple. Would you like to raise authority, or would you like to raise the treasury? Raising the treasury hurts green, but raising authority hurts red, maybe? I feel like B was the answer there, but power to you. Power to you, baby. Purple's vote on purple initiatives. Seems like a purple throw. The Cockroach Queen was once a favored servant to the ninth god, but when she betrayed him, he banished her to the deepest caves, where she became a twisted agent of the seventh. She desires to rise to power once more. She will be attracted to a powerful king whose authority is unquestioned. Let's lower authority then, you know? For the final stage of their scheme, the counts must raise authority to at least 7. Red, you want to rebel? Let's lower authority. You can do it. Sitting on a bench outside a sun-bleached villa, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. The thrice-cursed king is still refusing to sell us any public land. It makes sense. The treasury is not exactly suffering right now. Patience, my friend. Let's bide our time until the king's gold runs out. The patrician's aim is to lower the treasury to 1,500 or less. Okay, no one is achieving their goals. All I have to do is shit out a kid here, and we're looking good. The barons sell a weapon cache to the Tatterlands, making a killing 500 wealth. Do I care to raise any defiance? Yeah, fuck it. We'll take it from the green. We'll take it from the green, baby. Tax green. I need the money in the coffers. I need the money in the coffers. This is my kingdom. I'll run it how I want. A terrible curse. Baron Mysterial rushes into the council chamber, breathless in disarray. By sea and storm, you look like you haven't slept for weeks. That's because I've been placed under a curse. Look, my hair's falling out in chunks. Perhaps you're ill or old. It was one of my common folk. I saw it in her eyes. She's an evil witch. She's probably not a witch, brother. she's probably not a witch. This is a wealth trait. Oh, none of these are that bad. 60% faith, 50% stability. No defiance anywhere. I think I'm down for you guys to vote whatever you want. See if she floats. I'm down to give you money if you vote C. If you want some wealth. That's it. You don't have to. That's fine. I'll give you some money if you vote C. That goes for the greens. That goes for the reds. That goes for the purples. Just a little skrill. Money makes the kingdom go around. Noily, they gave the 21 months, by the way. Seems like I understand how to grease the wheels of society nowadays. Deddle Luma, thank you for the prime. Thank you everyone for the subs and follows today. And the donations to Gamers Outreach. It means a lot. The voting is closed. Have the accursed Mysterial sent to the coast to relax. Aye, that would be wonderful. A change of pace, some fresh air. Perfect. Marvelous. Be sure to bring plenty of coin. The trip is a resounding success, with Mysterial and his entourage praising Spectate Prime's hospitality. The coast soon becomes a popular destination for those looking to improve their health. Baron Mysterial's wealth went down. Trade is now opulent, and the Lord Patrician Spectate Prime's wealth has increased. You got your tax back. See? The kingdom can work. It can work. Troll in the dungeon. No, we'll do Mysterious Ship first. This is a purple one. Your Highness, a shipwreck has appeared on the edge of my estate. And it's not even from the east. Its name is the Petronella, and it bears a coastal flag. That vessel went missing a few months back. We feared she was lost at sea. Well, she's been found on land, right on top of my favorite picnic spot. My peasants discovered only one survivor on board, a coastal sailor. He claims to remember nothing of what happened. Ugh, my head's killing me. Has been ever since I woke up. What happened to you? I swear I didn't do anything. Last I remember we were sailing along coastal waters, then nothing. This poor soul needs looking after. We must care for him in one of our monasteries. No, we must interrogate him further. I must know why the ship is on my land. Okay. Oh, okay. What is happening here? Defiance up, trade up, wealth down, defiance up. I'm going... D is defiance up for who? Leave the sailor alone. That's defiance up on purple. Don't vote D. It helps the king. D does kind of help the king. I'll say it. Hey, I'll say it. B doesn't look cool. 300 is nothing to us. 300 is nothing to you. And it could raise defiance. I have to... Okay, just to be clear, there's no world where purple or red want B, because that would help green, and we don't want to help green. I'm going to trust that everyone knows the game theory. I'm down for everything. No, don't help green. Don't help them, red. There's no reason for you to help them. It also lowers their defiance, which you don't want. I have to be careful, just in case. Green, you're making me nervous. Green, you're making me nervous. I'm sorry. I need money in the coffers. I need it. This also raises defiance. It helps red. Everything's good here. Yeah, I think we probably would have been fine before, but I want to use the veto. Let's be sure. Keep the pocket veto going, you know? I'm not sure. Not my king. Bah! Why must we foot the bill? Their defiance is now aggrieved. The Adventurers Guild is always hungry for cash. They put together a ragtag band of their best explorers, led by a woman named Chanaya. We'll be back soon with news. Don't worry, we never fail. I vetoed a lot of green because green picked one that is going to make it hard for me to win. I've lost this game with my treasury going to 0, and I have PTSD. That's a fact. Troll in the dungeon! Your Majesty. Green's on step 2. Red's on step 1. Red is on step 1, dude. Green, you're still ahead. Your Majesty, the Palace Watcher reporting there's a troll downstairs in the dungeon. What's a troll? Violent, brutish creatures. I've no idea how one got into our dungeon, but we'd better do something about it. I'll deal with the monster below before it hurts anyone. Do it, dude. Yes, Your Majesty. Hours later, you're informed of a bloody battle in which the beast is slain. Several soldiers are killed in the process. The troll's body is dumped in the Treadwater River, though it's hard to keep such a thing secret. Riverside peasants start spreading rumors of trolls run amok in the capital. Stability has decreased. Okay, that's fine. Mayhaps I can have a child? I can also tweak. After voting, nobles can change their vote. How nobles vote is hidden from the monarch's view? Oh. What? Chaos. Anonymous voting is so funny. Yeah, that rules. You guys can absolutely throw a spanner in the works. Let's do it. We are going to start with the Adventurer's Return. Chania and her band of adventurers have returned from the wreck of the Petronella, Your Grace, but they bring bad news. What happened? We can only remember fragments. No, but you can't see what other people are voting, right? Oh, I guess, yeah, you can see chat, which is kind of silly. We can only remember fragments, Your Majesty, like a half-forgotten nightmare, but I remember running down an endless labyrinth that twisted around me, coiling like a serpent. They couldn't reach the captain's cabin at the center, but Chania is willing to return if we give her better equipment. Oh, interesting. They may return, but they need better equipment. Uh-huh. Okay, an authority fail is good for purple. This one is anything. Trade 70%. I think the only one that's bad is B. I think you guys can vote for whatever you want. No, because authority will probably fail, and that'll drop authority. So let's do anonymous voting, and let's see what happens. I think this could be funny. It just says anonymous. Ah, interesante. Oh, wait, but it tells you different groups. This isn't anonymous. Oh, what? There's nothing anonymous about this. Wait, Red, why are you helping Purple? Red, vote A, you psychos. Scuffed. Holy shit! Purple does want... Oh, Purple does want high authority. True. Succeeded! Bailey MF acquires better quality compasses and map-making materials for Chania and her zealous adventurers. They rush off to the wreck at once. Defiance is now insolent. Okay. The Count tells anyone who will listen that the adventurers are sure to come back in one piece. Stanz, you scammer. I would like to win one. Horror in the East. The king straight up scamming now. Welcome to politics, baby. Your Grace, a monster has been stalking my farms at night, smashing down the doors of cottages and feasting on the peasants. How many victims? Dozens, Your Grace, and only a few have survived the attacks. The survivors tell a garbled story about gleaming fangs amid a mountain of blood-soaked fur. Oh, interesting. Send the Count's army to deal with the abomination, offer a substantial bounty to the monster, or this is no concern. I'll give you guys 500 gold to fuck off. How about that? You can make your own decision, but I am letting you know that I'll give you 500 gold. That's it. You guys have picked the royal decree every time. Interesting. Interesting, I see. Fair enough. We're greedy nobles. I feel like you guys are too interested in the money. Surely this monster won't be a problem later. I mean, none of them, they kind of hurt me, you know? The monster continues to menace the east, growing more bold every day. You hear reports that it no longer confines its attacks to the nighttime. Soon, peasants are too afraid to tend their crops, which lie rotting in the fields. Okay. Sick. How about a shark attack for green? Upsetting news from the coast, Your Majesty. Several peasants have been killed by a shark. I've already sent your condolences. You can't close my beach! This is like a COVID allegory. Excuse me? That beach is vital for coastal tourism. You can't close it just because a few people got on the wrong end of a fish? Okay, we can... Well, now I want to close it. You can't! I'll take this all the way to the council. What the fuck? What the fuck? These are fine. Anything you want. Anything you want. I don't care. I'm the king, and I like to let the people vote with their heart. With their heart. That's what I like to do. If green goes up, red could actually hit. Red could be tied, which is so funny. Imagine. Trade down feels bad for me, but what are you going to do? Voting is closed. For the 9th sake, are we really shutting down my most profitable beach over a rowdy tuna? Defiance is now aggrieved. Some patricians' wealth has decreased. Red finally did it. It's the only sensible option. The beach is closed until further notice, and tourism revenue takes a nosedive, but no more people die. Trade is now prosperous. Stability is now teetering. You lost 75% of your money? Oof. Oof. Can I please have a child, my friends? You said you had a surprise for me? Indeed. And here it is. Behold. Your Highness? What are you doing here at such an hour? I'm sorry, I hope you didn't overhear any. Ah ha ha! Quit your babbling, you blowhard. This isn't the king. It's a peasant who is the king's spitting image. Great God! And just in time. The spy master trusts us, and we can move to the next phase, kidnapping the king and putting this fool in his place. How do we manage that? We need the kingdom in utter chaos. Bad enough that the king's abduction can slip past unnoticed. For the next stage of their scheme, the barons must lower stability to 4 or less. Oh no. Red come back from behind victory? Holy shit. Purple in the lead, but red is almost there. The monarch currently has no heir. I know. I fucking know, dude. My heir? Maybe we'll check this one. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die? I ask that my crown be passed down to. The council hall is filled with nervous silence. My cousin, an adopted daughter. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause. By designating an heir, you've cemented the stability of the kingdom. Well, that helped. Stanz II. Marvelous, your esteemed highness. I'm sure little Stanz II will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Okay, we're pogging. How about a body unearthed? Count Bailey MF has their servants bring in the... Is that Count? Count? Is that his... Count? Conti? Bailey MF, let me know, chat. I'm trying to learn something today. Has their servants bring in a stretcher to the council hall. Shania and her adventurers return from the wreck of the Petronella, your highness. Is this them? They reached the hold of the shipwreck and found... Oh, it's gender-neutral count? Oh. How do you pronounce it? Conte? Cunt. Sorry, it's pronounced cunt. Conte. They reached the hold of the shipwreck and found this. The other nobles recoil in horror. It's a corpse that almost looks human, encrusted all over with ice crystals embedded into its flesh. Despite the heat of the lamps, the crystals remain solid and glittering. It's not the pox again, right? We think this was once a wizard, perhaps the source of the wreck's teleportation and associated memory problems. We must handle this carefully, Your Majesty. We don't know what to do with the remains. Can a wizard's body be destroyed at all? We can pay Comte Bailey MF to return the body to the ocean. Expensive, cringe. We can build a funeral pyre. Stability, cringe. Stow the body back on the wreck and keep it a secret. Or put the body on display in the Eastern Museum. Let's... Interesting. Let's... be... Purple, what do you want? Purple, what have you been thinking? You want me to veto green again? Maybe I will. Green's being a little bit of wieners. I am going to let the people vote then. I'll let the people vote. Vote with your heart. Oh, interesting. Purple, you're the decision makers. Purple, make a choice. Are you going A or B? Looks like you're going B. Holy shit, this is a close one. It's a barn burner. In a last-second push for B, Purple says we should build a funeral pyre and burn the body. Let the votes come in. Let the votes come in. Purple are losers. People get so mad. I feel like burning the body is going to cause something bad to happen, to be clear. Failed. Dry as the ship is, the wreck makes an excellent pyre. But when the torches are set, a tornado spirals up into the sky, sucking up a whole herd of cows and destroying the surrounding farmland. The counts are furious. No one signed up for magical tornadoes on their lands. The wreck may be gone, but the anger and fear remain. Okay. That's fair. How about roving hunters? I am aggrieved. Your Majesty, 2 barons are on their way home from an epic hunt and seek shelter for the night. In exchange, they're willing to gift you a rare trophy and provide meat for an extravagant feast, if you wish. Interesting. Tell me more about these barons. Their names are Flawless Mind and A Sinistra. As for this particular hunt, it's an ancient marcher tradition, something about trekking to all 4 corners of the kingdom to claim a bounty from the great animal spirits. They can stay, but I don't like a feast. You invite the barons and their retinue to the palace and exchange pleasantries before turning in for the night. But later that night, you hear strange noises coming from their quarters, like a pig squealing and snorting. What on Celeste Ath did they bring here? Investigate the noise. You creep down the corridors and push down the door. The former barons stand before you, transformed into hideous porcine beasts and stand on 2 legs with snouts, tusks, and floppy pink ears. Your Majesty, they're fucking werehogs. Don't look at us! What in the devil is wrong with you? It was the meat, my liege. We hunted and butchered an ancient legendary beast. We were told it was cursed, but we were also told devouring the beast, the spirit of the forest itself, would bestow great power. We never thought this would be our reward. What the fuck? I want this power for myself. You want to become like this? It is a curse, there's no doubt about it. You wave your hand dismissively. The barons describe the legendary forest boar, Hortusk, which took days to fell. They produce a chunk of glistening raw meat, dark as night, and you dig in hungrily. Though after several large bites, the only thing you feel is the need for a napkin. It takes time, my liege. We've been eating this meat all week. Only recently did we see the effects. I think being a werewolf is cool as hell. You fucking kill people. Only one question remains. What will you do with the beasts in your guest chambers? Let them go. Thank you, Your Majesty. 1,000 thanks. I am a gay furry king. The gayest and the furriest. We think the transformation is temporary, but it may return in the future. Not to worry. We'll find ourselves a cure when we get back to the march. Just be quiet, lest you wake someone else. They nod furtively and scramble out of the room. The next morning, you part ways with the barons, who look like ordinary humans again. It's not obvious if the curse was temporary or if it's merely hidden during the day. They thank you for the hospitality, gifting you some of their hunting trophies, including the pincers of a colossal crab from the coast known as Heart Pincher. My money is high. I actually did not think I'd get money from that. Real squawk. That I just wanted to be a werewolf, man. I just thought it was cool. Ooh, an auction. Look it. Now you can do whatever thing you want to do. Start the auction. We can raise authority. We can lower authority. We can raise stability. We can lower stability. We can lower trade. We can raise military. Get your votes in. Looks like raising authority and lowering stability are the answer here. Lots of money being funneled. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's going to happen. Fight. Raise stability. Red, if you guys are actually rich, you should fund F with green. Didn't you guys make a bunch of money? Imagine you pass 52,000. Could be cool. Could be cool. I'm all in, baby. F off. They want lower stability? Oh, sure. But now they're in the lead. Yeah, that's why you wanted to... Sorry, I meant purple. So I meant purple because they want to raise stability to fuck red. Red actually making the comeback after complaining. I lost all my money when you closed my beachside crab bar. Ooh, how about my ambition? Let's find out. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be the architect of a new golden age. You've succeeded on that front. The kingdom has never been more prosperous, Your Majesty. But to shut down your noble scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. Have you heard of the Scepter of Sages? It's an ancient lost artifact, forged by Queen Alma the Wise. There's a legend that any king who recovers it will rule over a golden age. My advice, on the other hand, would be to infiltrate each region with loyal spies, defeat their schemes with schemes of our own, but the Chancellor has other ideas. I can go stability and trade, or I can do faith and trade. I'm going to go stability. Let's create the spy network. A wise decision, Your Majesty, because we want to raise it. Yeah, I'm going against red. I am going against red. Red who is winning. By the way, purple, green, I'm going against red. This is our opportunity to build back and build back better. Purple's winning. Purple, they do not have the authority to be winning. You know that. Look at them. Whoever's winning is who has a check mark. I'll tell you that fucking much right now. A wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll begin recruiting spies. We'll send them across the kingdom in the guise of traveling bards. But this will require a fine touch. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's stability and overall trade as much as you can. And of course, there can't be open rebellion among the nobles. Okay, that's Pog. Feeling pretty good there. Purple are on stage 3, so we're not going to do it at the expense of authority, of course. Over the course of the autumn, you find yourself plagued by horrific dreams. You're running through open woods full of screams as your colossal jaws bite beast and human alike. Oh, I don't think these are dreams. Oh no, I don't think these are dreams. You're always hunting, always hungry. The council has noticed your lack of sleep as you become tired and irritable during court sessions. Something must be done. Oh, authority is now dubious. Well, ain't that Pog. Okay, sick. What should I do? Should I find a physician? Should I go hunting? Should I ignore it? Or should I seek out a woods witch? I am going to seek out a woods witch. While the spy master keeps an ear out for rumors of magic, you begin your search in your spare time. You can only hope that you find someone before it's too late. Purple is on scheme 3, for sure. The true monster? Or... well, that's it, the true monster. Okay. It's a witch hunt, believe me. Shina. Remember when I came to you with word of a monster preying upon peasants in the east? It's difficult to forget. I have reason to believe that the culprit may be one of my fellow counts. Count Chubby Bubby 357 to be precise. The peasants believe that Count Chubby Bubby transforms into a colossal bloodthirsty beast once every 7 nights. Do we know of something like this ever happening before? Only in legend. King Karvek II was said to turn into such a beast and slaughter his servants at night. But in the day, he was as mild-mannered as a baby duck and had no memory of his crimes. Perhaps the same is true here. Pray you do not call a public vote on the matter. It would embarrass Count Chubby Bubby greatly for no good reason. Okay, interesting. I'm thinking we raise faith, raise defiance. I'm going to send a team of Inquisitors to investigate these claims. This is basically me saying no you, Uno reverse card. Yeah. I'm not going to arrest him. That helps purple, and purple's in the lead, you psychos. Yeah, purple saying arrest him. Come on. Reds and greens, we see through that. We see right through that from them. Very well, Your Grace. Whatever you say. A team of Inquisitors are dispatched to investigate the claim that Count Chubby Bubby sometimes turns into a monster. Hopefully they'll return intact. We see right through that. We see right through it. I'm not on any... I'm against all of you. I'm not a snake. Chat, my goal is to prolong the game, and it always will be. Unless you gift subs, then maybe I'll vote with you. Who knows? Who knows what we'll do? Let's end the season now. You can take a small... Oh, do we tax? The Barons get more money even? We always tax the rich. I think that's the only fair thing to do. Gotta tax the rich. You gotta tax the rich. I just believe in a socialist economy here. On the verge of rebellion. They are on the verge. Defiance is too high, and one or more regions is considering rebellion. Rebelling will stop the region from advancing their scheme, and they can't be taxed or take part in normal votes. Taxation is theft. Alright. Let's do the monk. Your Majesty, a young coastal monk named Gittelfrith seeks an audience. He's writing a book and has a small request. I can vouch for his seriousness. What kind of book? He wants to write the history of your reign, Your Majesty, so future scholars may delight in tales of your wisdom, I can only assume. Show him in. Thank you for seeing me, Your Majesty. I'm writing a history of your reign, but research is costly. I was wondering if you might donate a little to support my efforts. Portray me as a living god. I'm down to spend some money on that, actually, straight up. Well, I try to be an unbiased historian, but for you, Your Majesty, I'll make an exception. Thank you for seeing him, Your Majesty. Is that all? Yes, Your Majesty. Gittelfrith has a very deliberate historian. I doubt his book will be ready for decades. Pog. How about the Inquisitor's return? He was trying to hunt out this beast man. Your Majesty, I've received word back from the Inquisitors you sent east to investigate the claims about Count Chubby Bubby 357 and his nocturnal activities. And we placed Count Chubby Bubby in heavy iron chains and waited until nightfall. He transformed into a vicious monster, black fur, claws like scythes. It broke free and kills the dozen Inquisitors before we subdued it. It's clear that Count Chubby Bubby was a devil worshipper, cursed by the ninth god for his sins. We request permission to burn him alive in the town square. Holy shit. That's actually a holy shit moment. Burn, burn, burn. That's your answer to everything. The thing about me is I'm gonna burn. I'm gonna argue and be on their behalf. Let's let the counts vote. Let the counts vote. Put your money where your mouth is, homies. You can raise authority and defiance. You can raise authority and lower stability. You can lower defiance and lower stability. Or you can raise defiance and raise faith. Don't rebel or else they wouldn't want us to. Yeah. You gotta veto the count's win con. The counts are... Oh, you mean raising authority? There's two that raise authority, so I can't veto it. Ooh, this is actually tough. This might be bad for me. But we won't vote with A. Can't let stability rise. We need to let stability rise. I'm down. I think D is best for me, but it's not about what's best for me. No, this is a vote for everyone. But if you vote B, it raises authority for purple. We can't let purple get authority, right? We know enough about that. And I'll also give 500 gold to anyone who votes to burn him. Oh, interesting. Even voting blocks. Oh, interesting. Might as well get your gold. What a vote. What a vote. It's going to come down to the greens that went C, I guess. And they end up helping the reds. Greens side with the reds, huh? I respect it. No money for you. I can only apologize for my indiscretions. From now on, I'll confine myself to the dungeon whenever I experience my little episodes. I appreciate you handling this matter privately. A few days later, you hear word that the monster's attacks have ceased. Unfortunately, rumor spreads that the king refused to punish the monster that devastated so many peasant families. Uh-oh. All right, let's check in on our spy network. Doesn't red just win now? No, red only done one. They go to the final. All goes according to plan, Your Majesty. Let me show you. Your spy master takes you through a secret passage in your own private office that you didn't even know was there. You emerge into a hidden chamber where a number of hooded figures are waiting. These are my agents, highly skilled men and women. They can blend into a crowd as effortlessly as they can slip a knife between a traitor's ribs. Why didn't I know about this chamber? Don't worry about it. The palace is riddled with secret passages and hidden rooms. I'll keep track of them for you. Soon our spies will infiltrate the courts of all the nobles on your council, disguised as traveling bards. One of the spies tosses aside her cloak, revealing a lute and the colorful costume of a troubadour. With charm and flattery, they'll worm their way into your nobles' hearts and minds. Then we'll have a spy network the likes of which the world has never seen. I hope to make even Gaunt of Tavolin look like rank amateurs. This should... can you give us a song? A few notes are plucked on the lute. The assembled spies launch into a ballad. It's actually not bad. Your toe is tapping. If you think this is good, you should see him throw a knife. Can cut a rope at 30 yards. This should put a stop to their foolish schemes. A word of caution, however. The plan is for our spies to spread via existing trade networks. As a result, we need to ensure that the kingdom's economy is robust. Furthermore, if our spies are to succeed, we need a stable kingdom to lull your nobles into a false sense of security. The economy is doing well, but the realm isn't stable enough. Your nobles won't drop their guard at this point. Your goal is to raise the kingdom's overall trade and stability as high as you can. All right, it's not high enough. Fair. By royal decree, we can tweak the laws governing how the council votes. Stop the count, iron choice. Oh, interesting. Or, I don't think these are that good. We don't need to kill the economy. That's a fact. Monarch's choice doesn't do anything. This one was kind of boring too. We'll do a 15-second timer so the people who are actually paying attention have an advantage. Yeah, anonymous was useless. Ooh, triple capital? That's crazy. A letter of thanks. Your Majesty, a letter for you. The Chancellor hands you a small, tattered envelope. On the back is a seal that you don't quite recognize, but you're sure it's from the march. Your esteemed Highness, recently you hosted us when we were in need. You'll be pleased to know that we have been cured with the help of a powerful witch of the woods. Please accept this gift as a token of our gratitude. We will always be in your debt. The Chancellor hands you a small cedarwood lockbox. Inside are a number of gold coins and a ruby-encrusted silver brooch. Ooh, I can give the brooch to my husband, which increases treasury but lowers wealth. Or I can say I believe it's for me, which really increases treasury and lowers wealth. I think I'll keep the money, sweetie. You marvel at the beautiful brooch, wondering where the two accursed hunters could have found it. Whatever the case, it will make a nice addition to your treasury. Yeah, I want to spend my money to raise stability, but I don't know how. I don't know how. A bizarre report. Your Majesty, I've received worrying reports. Worrying and confusing. Let me help you out. What's wrong? I've received reports from one of my little birdies in Baroness Cynthiola's fortress. She has a most unusual guess. Duh. Who? It's you, Your Majesty, or someone who looks just like you. I have no reason to suspect the Barons of plotting anything, and yet I can't square this away. Unfortunately, I can't devote too many resources to solving this puzzle with the kingdom in such a lamentable state, too busy fighting fires elsewhere. I recommend you call a meeting of the council and try to do something to put a stop to this. Very well. Okay. Okay, this is Pog. We can triple security. We can conduct a thorough search to delay the scheme, or we can do nothing. Now, here's the deal. I would love A. I would fucking love A. B, I don't care about. C is annoying as fuck. A helps both green and purple. Right? And it... Okay. Okay. Do something or do something, chat. That's all I'm saying. Or do something or do nothing, I mean. A comeback for A, maybe? Mayhaps. Raise stability, lower authority. Could be good. Could be good for you, friends. It doesn't seem like you're voting with your heart. Seems like you're voting with your, I don't know, brain? Come on. Come on. Annoying. We do nothing. The council choose not to intervene based on such scanty evidence. Whatever the barons are planning with your body double, it will go ahead without interference. Oh. Where was the red votes with green chatters then? A royal throw? I think that's fine. Delay's fine. I gave you the chance to either help yourselves and help me, or have nothing happen. You're sifting through the paperwork one morning when you look up to find the spy master standing before you. Between two fingertips, she clutches a tiny scroll, small as a cherry stem. This is a message from one of our agents in the field, your majesty. I sent her to Lord Patrician the Lone Wolfie's villa, disguised as a troubadour with a fiddle at the ready. Oh, wonderful news. Don't get too excited. This is only the first step. Let's see what she has to say. Come on, trade. The Motherfucker. The spy master studies the scroll for a moment, then sighs and holds it over a candle flame. It vanishes in a puff of cinders. She was turned away at the gates. There's no money for entertainers at the moment, and little reason to celebrate with song and dance. I suspect it's the same story all over the kingdom. Damn. We'll try again in a few months. To improve your chances of victory, focus on increasing the kingdom's stability and trade as much as possible. I'm trying. I'm trying, chat. Somewhere in the march, Baroness Cynthiowo sits at a banquet, gnawing on a greasy chicken leg. She and her fellow plotters discuss their scheme between mouthfuls. The kingdom's on the brink of chaos. It's perfect. We have to strike. What do you intend to do? Swoop in and kidnap the king in full view of the honor guard and the palace watch? No, of course not. We need to use the chaos to our advantage. We have two options. You can either A, lure the king to the march and abduct him there, raise own defiance, or B, manufacture a food crisis and kidnap the king during the relief efforts, lower own farming. Both reasonable. Stanz, you help us and I will give $100 to Gamers Outreach. Okay, well. Okay, you can't use, well, come on. You can't use charity to hold me hostage. What if you just donate $10 to Gamers Outreach straight up? You know? Just to be cool, you know? And then we'll all just let it happen. Our farming is shit already. That might actually be good for you. It might be low enough. If the march is gripped with famine, we can convince the king to come down and visit us, kiss babies, hand out bread, that sort of thing. That's when we strike. One king rides down to the march and another king rides home. Your genius knows no bounds. But what about our own citizens? Won't they starve? Ah, the folk of the march are made of sterner stuff than that. They'll survive on boiled boots and nettle soup. For the final stage of their scheme, the barons must lower their farming to 1 or less. 1 or less? Holy shit. All right, red and purple are both in a dead heat. Green, we need to lower money. Green, I'm willing to lower my money in exchange for stability, and that's a fact. That's a fact. Let's do it. Oh, wow. Triple red? Triple red? What do you mean it's too late for that? Red was like on 0 earlier. We've been trying. You haven't been trying to raise stability. No, you've just been trying to lower money. It has been giving me thousands out of thin air. You already put your boot on our throat. How about sigils and stone? Your Highness, unfortunately there have been some strange things happening at the newly built prison, but I'd rather keep it quiet for now. The other nobles can be so judgmental. I don't want people to think I don't have a grip on my prison. Tell me more. Odd symbols are being painted on the bricks of the prison. No one knows where they're coming from, but those who look at them too long grow restless and feverish and must flee. Oh, interesting. I'm down to keep it quiet for now. Cheers, Your Highness. Defiance goes down. That's hype. I could set troops. What should we do? It's horrible for visitors. Just paint over them. Hey, let's just paint over them real quick. Ankle Moose, thank you for the $100 to Gamers Outreach. That's so sick. That means that more kids are going to get more chances to play more video games at more hospitals. And I'm very, very proud of you. Thank you. Now, were you a patrician or were you something else? By the way, I'm gonna take some money from these guys. Let's just paint over it. Baron Wax Newman hires some peasants to give a fresh lick of paint to the prison. As soon as new symbols appear the next dawn, they're painted over before midday. That went smoother than I expected. Hopefully this is the last we'll hear of it. He's in the patrician Discord? Nice. How about the rewards of prosperity? Look at our trade, baby. Your Highness, merchants are visiting the march from as far afield as Valamir and Atesh. Our quarterly figures are stunning. Your quarterly what? Money. Lots and lots of money. Oh, that's why I'm getting money, chat, because look how high trade is. Your Highness, this marcher economist has an audacious idea for all this wealth. Call it an experiment. We give the peasants gold whether or not they're working. This will ensure a base level of comfort and security for all. Universal basic income. Gazooks, what are you saying? That we should hand out cash for nothing? With respect, how is this different from barons receiving fees from their serfs? Never Wobbles, thank you for the 100 to Gamers Outreach. Love this game. Thank you so much. It's completely different, Your Majesty. This lunacy cannot possibly be disconsidered. Hell yeah. Wait. We can raise stability. We can raise trade. We can lower wealth and raise treasury, or we can raise wealth. Vote A for the comrades. I believe in universal basic income. I think we should do it. You have to do it. We believe in this. Is everyone on board for a better future? I'm willing to give you your money back for it. I'm willing to give you your money back for it. Vote A. Also, they kind of want their farming to go down, and this kind of fucks them in that way. Ooh. Ooh, did I do that? UBI, baby. Yes. This is why a benevolent king is good, chat. You now have a universal basic income, and who gave it to you? King Stanzy. When my cousin takes over for me, oh, you're going to be taken care of. You're going to be taken care of, my friends. Voting is closed. Benevolent. Look at how good trade is. Look at how good our faith is. Farming's a little bad, but we're trying. Many barons are furious. Not only that, but other nobles watch anxiously, worried about this outrageous new strategy spreading everywhere. But their fears are unfounded. Freed from at least some of the backbreaking worry of how to pay for their next meal, peasants praise the crown and the council. Farm owners treat their workers better for fear of them leaving to work elsewhere. The sick and the infirm no longer have to work themselves to death for coin. The march flourishes, though the barons give you no credit. Pog you. This is not tyranny. I'm sorry, UBI is tyranny? I don't think so. A rogue golem has crossed into our territory over the Ashmedian border, my liege. This could be an exciting opportunity. What's a golem? A machine in the shape of a man, usually sculpted from clay or stone. The Ashmedians use them for drudge work and warfare. Why did it cross over here? Undead Matrix, thank you for the $88 to Gamers Outreach. Holy moly. Don't mind me just hitting the goal. Wait, do we hit $1,000? Yo, ladies and gentlemen, let's take one quick second and give a shout out to everyone in chat who decided to give some money today. That's so sick that together we raised $1,000 for the kids. Maybe we'll raise a little more. This stream's got a couple hours left. Wait, is it already 7:10? Wait, this stream might not have a couple hours left. Holy moly. We've been playing this game for hours. My lord. It's 7:10? I'm a daytime streamer, not a nighttime streamer. All right, back to the game. Thank you so much. This is a long playthrough, which I think is better. That's why you want a good king like me. A machine in the shape of a man, usually sculpted from clay or stone. The Ashmedians use them for drudge work and warfare. Why did it cross over here? It was instructed to dig a trench, but evidently not told when to stop. That's very funny. It had dug a 16-mile furrow through the landscape and over the border by the time we stopped it. Please, my liege, this is our chance to figure out how this golem magic works. We could even turn it against Ashmead. Your Majesty, the barons would drown their own grandmothers to gain an advantage over Ashmead, or over the counts and patricians. Golems are an offense to the ninth god, and they're dangerous. We should destroy it before it gets out of control. Interesting. I'm down to fucking run it. Whatever you want. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. If you use it as a source of labor, your farming is going to go up, and I think it's going to hurt you, Red. I don't think you should do that. Imagine we go D. We destroy it. Okay, everyone wants to use it for a source of labor. Fair enough. It's a 50% chance. Success, 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 success. A capital idea. We'll hook it up to a mill. Tell it to keep cranking a handle, and hey, presto, endless bread. You guys are going the wrong direction. Red, you're going the wrong direction. You're rich and you're full. You actually have a great kingdom here. I want you to know that. Endless bread. You can start an auction, though. Maybe you want to do something. Get your funds in, my friends. Base socialism into implementing slave labor? Golems aren't people, chat. They're like house elves. They like the work. They love it. I'm starting to understand that actually making your country stronger helps your success rolls, and it also makes the story easier. There's some skill to being a king that I have now learned, and it's pretty pog. What are we going to get? We're going to get E, which is up the military. Oh, no. And we're going to get C, which is up the authority. Okay, pog. Raise the authority, baby. Three, two, one. Boom. Time is up. All right, we raised authority and we raised military. Holy shit. Oh, I thought it was 8. All right, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for the fucking God roll. I've received another message from one of our spies, Your Majesty. Let's hope this time her mission was a success. Wait to hear the success of your fledgling spy. The spy master studies the scroll for a moment and a smile creeps across her face. She holds it over a candle flame and it vanishes in a puff of cinders. She's been welcomed into Baron Pattycake Pro's court with open arms and is already flattering him with fawning songs. Let's hope our other spies are just as successful. Over the next few weeks, you receive back word from more and more of your agents. Almost all of them have successfully wormed their way into your nobles' courts. Now we must hope they can maintain their cover. A few more weeks pass. You wait anxiously for news of your spy's progress. One day, your spy master appears at your desk, her face lit by a triumphant smirk. Good news, Your Majesty! Our spies have uncovered some of your nobles' darkest secrets. Did you know Baron Pattycake Pro has an irrational fear of lemons? You do now. We even have a few illicit romances between the nobles and our generically attractive bards. The blackmail writes itself. My genius knows no bounds. If this keeps up, I might have to agree. But we can't get complacent. We must see if our other spies are equally successful. Over the next few weeks, your spies send back more and more positive reports. Soon you've established a spy network throughout the entire kingdom. It's with a sense of smugness that you call your next council session. As the nobles file in, you realize you know all their secrets, their weaknesses, everything. Listen, Your Highness, I was thinking that taxes have been awfully high lately. Why don't we hold a vote on reducing them? No. I must have misheard you. I just called a vote. Let's go. Chop, chop. Count, can you come up here for a moment? I need a word in private. Count Echo Delta walks up to your throne, his face quizzical. Your spy master leans over and whispers something in his ear. Banana bread. And he looks suddenly horrified. By the blood of the dead! How did you know that? Only my mother knows about that. Sit down, Count. If the king doesn't want to vote today, there will be no vote. Count Echo Delta returns to his seat, trembling like a leaf. This is an outrage. The vote must go ahead. Hey, care for some lemonade? Ah, leave me alone. I'll do whatever you say. Oh yeah, I can get used to this. When you leave the council hall, the nobles are quiet. They know a new era has begun. An era of cooperation. Or else. else. Your husband meets you back at your chambers, your heir Stanzi II in his arms. Exactly what I would have done, Stanzi. Masterful work. This is where my reign really begins. The streets will run with the blood of our enemies! That night you sleep an untroubled sleep for the first time since you first sat the throne. No matter their grievances, the nobles will never again dare to defy you. You simply need to mention offhandedly that you know what they did last winter, or that you know where they sleep at night. Let's go! Finally! I won one! I'm the king! I'm the goddamn king! That's so sick! All that remained of the Baron's attempt to usurp the crown was a prisoner, deep under the castle, clad in an iron mask and shrouded in rumor. Shortly after King Stanzi's reign ended, the Inquisitors raided Comte Objective Lemon's castle and placed them under arrest for evil magic. As they burned, they screamed the secret name of the seventh god. The patricians' attempt to buy the kingdom ended in failure. Bankruptcies were filed, marks were scratched in secret ledgers. The risk-reward calculus wasn't favorable. Perhaps next time. King Stanzi ruled from the shadows, getting his way in the council with blackmail and threats. The nobles were terrified, but the peasants considered it a golden age. After 15 years of unquestioned rule, King Stanzi died peacefully in bed, and the nobles let out a collective sigh of relief. I gave the people a UBI, and you're all talking shit. Yes! Yes! Oh, that is so sick. I won. This big gay furry won. You didn't do shit. Well, I won. I vetoed, and I brokered deals, and I sweet talked, and I gaslit, and I gatekept, and I girl bossed. I hate you. Look at us. The wealthiest noble was Der Pickles. The poorest was Black Octopus. The kingdom was rich. We all had good trade, good farming. We're all happy. And you just vetoed against greens for every vote? I mean, it's not like reds or purples won greens. I won. I played it well. Yes, sir. Very cool. Hey, thanks for playing. If you want to play again sometime, follow the stream. Join the Discord. Suggest it. My Discord is right here. To follow the stream, just click below. If you want to sub because you had a great time with his audio drama, if you want to gift money to Gamers Outreach, now is the opportunity. Because I am going to run one last ad, and then I am going to put in some reps for the Box Bootcamp. That's right, I'm getting my revenge against my arch rival Box, and I am not doing very well in the tournament, so I need all the help I can get. The game TFT, the time now, the brain small. I'll see you all on the other side of this ad. Thanks for playing. BRB. I don't have much time I can grind because I have to cook dinner. All right. Oh, jump over shit. Change the title. Gripper spotted. Box Boot Camp plus Cherry Stream. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Oh, I forgot to end the recording. This YouTube video is gonna be a little longer. Oopsies.